Found myself remembering being in the 4th grade a few days ago and having trouble being able to read books, got a little eye strain, copying things out from the blackboard. Sister Lucy Agnes, in the school nurse, called my father, thought I should maybe be seeing an optometrist. I didn't need that. I mean, hey, Dad, I help out in the garage, don't I? And, play ball on the streets, pretty good. I'm all 102nd Street player, but, people in Troy know 102nd is a very short street. So I remember went to the optometrist and came out, got the glasses and stepped outside. Wow, what a difference. Impact was immediate and powerful. Back at school, the words were clear on the blackboards and the books were easier to read. There was no strain of the eyes, no headaches. So much more to see when I was riding my bike through my neighborhood in Troy, or say walking through Knickerbocker Park and just taking in all that you see in the trees and in the hillsides. Now, nothing had really changed, but for me, everything had really changed. I guess it's how you see it. Beatitudes can have that same power. It's like listening to the heart of Jesus. He's talking to you and he's talking to me. Now, back in his day, those first listeners, they were longing for a powerful and upright king to, make the world right. Today, you and I long for just peace in a very turbulent world. We hear the words in Matthew's Beatitudes today, words like mourning, meekness, poverty, persecution. Not always the things you want to hear on Sunday morning, but it's the state of the world we live in today. I guess it's how you see it. Something bigger is at work here. Whatever level of sight we have in our eyes, the Beatitude gives us ways really to see ourselves and see the world differently. Now, without Beatitude lenses, seeing just with our eyes, news directs attention to, wealthy, powerful people in powerful positions. There are private jets, there are lavish parties, there's a lot of self-centered behavior. I guess it's like the 21st century version of let them eat cake. The way you use your cell phone, the way I use my cell phone to kind of catch up on the news or to ask questions, get inquiries, get information, leads me to these online algorithms that lead me to websites, news sites, smiling influencers, people who want me to take on their worldview. It's like they're doing their thinking for me. Maybe it's all the big homes and the power and the money and the success. They've got it all figured out. That is, how to win at life. But with Beatitude visions, life is not about winning. Life is worth living for everyone. Life is worth living for everyone. I guess it's how you see it. Beatitude vision can be a corrective. All that other stuff will become small and dim. What was shiny can become dull and rusty. Life comes into focus. You see others who suffer and you're aware of them. Hunger, disease, the effects of poor education, poor health, limited employment, people living in hiding, sheltering in fear because of war or strife or persecution, in far-off places and places close to home, too. Human dignity bought and sold like commodities. People suffering from corruption all around them. You have everyday anonymous people who live Beatitude lives, and they share life as an act of compassion. Bright, shining people doing ordinary hard work like caring for children or elderly parents or neighbors. Doctors and nurses who are helping people wade through the paper to get the prescriptions or the procedures they need. Teachers and principals and school nurses quietly helping children and families get the food they need over holiday breaks. Parents and foster parents responding to outbursts with compassion. Volunteers in churches and community organizations walking with people, offering an ear, being patient. People bringing prayer and the body of Christ to the sick and to the homebound and to the misunderstood. In all these moments, we find hungering and thirsting for Beatitudes and Beatitude righteousness. You see signs showing Beatitude mercy and peacemaking. Beatitude vision changes the way we see the world and see ourselves. The impact of the Beatitudes is immediate and powerful. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Maybe like me, you see the things you think you can't change. I see my weaknesses, I see my shortcomings, I see my poverty, I see my really thick glasses. The way life isn't, perhaps you hoped it might be. But the Beatitudes are not this romantic idealism, or as my grandparents would say, pie in the sky. The Beatitudes are about a call to living. It's a call to holiness. And our response? The response to Jesus and his presence among us today. Put on Beatitude vision and see as Jesus sees. See clearly and come to choose love over fear, nonviolence over harm, patience over expediency, family and community over isolation. I guess it's all how you see it.